Didn't we get some new cats, right? Yeah. Well, I'm sorry. I'm trying to pet your ear. Oh, such a cute kitty. There we go. Oh, hey, Fischl. Oh, ho, ho. Is this the rumored sacred land that people named the Football Fortress, and yet it is furnished with such prosthetic manner? Shabby might one even call it. Surely a few swings often from the vines of purple agate grapes might be built. Pure silver lamps mounted with candles made of abysmal sea salt, all the better to light the cat-feeding platters with the motifs of night-born stars. And yes, statues forged in the image of cat familiars by melting the vulnerable coinage of lost destinies and adoring them with strange pearls and dewdrops from the depths of a Jord. Surely this would make an amendable choice. You surely must agree, do not, dear familiar? You have yet to declare your name to your princessin? To think that, then, and to know it shall be your utmost honor to be known to her. Meow. His name is Dopey, esteemed princessin. Dopey isn't the brightest, and he can't really understand your, or appreciate your etiquette exact choice of words. Please show him clemency, princessin. Hey, wait, that's not right. Why does Paimon get like this whenever she sees Fischl? I, the great cat conjurer, sincerely pay my humble respects. As I inspected, cat conjurers, thou hast once more been brought before your august person by the waves of the threads of fate. 'Tis a pleasing reunion. What a title. Looks like Fischl heard us about from Ballerina. By her counsel, much thought have gotten of late within Immatrich to realize the indigence obtained from prior experiences, and I have decided to select the most prestigious of cat familiars to accompany my utmost person of my sojourns. Meow. So you're planning to take care of that cat, official? Well, understandable. Most people like to have their own after seeing just how adorable that they are. But Fisher, don't you already have Oz? And two of you tend to move really fast. Can a cat keep up, or are you just gonna have Oz fly while carrying the cat? I, the president of Ertelong, often traverse 3,000 universes through such a journey may not be long, but having more suitable companions and gaining insight into things easily overlooked naturally wouldn't hurt. Oz could also like to have a cat familiar to play. Join the forces to guarantee that my mood shall shine bright as moonlight every second of every day. 'Tis a shame that, though Oz went through great plans to don a form that sets most at ease, he could not diminish his majesty fully, and could not approach the cat familiars. Whenever dear Oz gets within 5 paces of a cat familiar, the fur shall indifferently stand on and infatuate with bloaty, floaty, unarmored. God, Fisher, why I gotta talk so fucking weird? And closer and terror takes over them, and they flee for the hills. The animal archons, devoted and loyal nuns, recommended that Oz repose without, and as their advice was sound, I gradually insisted. Majesty. Oh, right, Paimon gets it. That Oz's body is much electro energy that the second he enters the Furball Fortress, all the feelings for get electrified, right? If that's true, then how could a cat ever travel with the official? If only there's some material in Teyvat that could block out the effects of Electro. Then we could take cat clothes out of that material, and then you could travel with Oz and no problem. Whoops. Meow. What's that? Those electro slimes will be no match once I have donned this Ponpollery of war. Now that Paimon thinks about, elemental power is super duper mega strong. If there was material that could easily resist something as powerful as the elements, it would be too good to be true. We shouldn't probably stand around daydreaming. The naivete? Official, why the fuck do you talk so weird? Do not jump to edge a cat familiar's talents through common sense. The static resources of mere mortals struggle to accurately convey their properties. Perhaps somewhere in the world where exists a cat familiar that can dive deep into the depths, endure in the infernal, and ride upon the wind. Such a special entity would surely, as long as I am patient in my search, I shall find it. Forsooth, even if I should seek for 10 years or hundreds, I shall be fleeting instant in addition, the devotion to one's development in life is important in the innate nature one is born with. I see this dopey as immense potential. Perhaps after joining my routine for a spell, I would become a lot more familiar with the power of Electro. By happenstance, I, the presence with disentangled a million hybrid mental affairs, thus allowing myself a tincture time to spare. Perhaps then I shall not hurt devoting to stay here and familiarize myself with these cat familiars. Particularly this dopey. Meow. Then Paimon hopes you all have fun here in the Furball Fortress, Rachel. Ugh. Did you really have to talk so long, Rachel? I love you, official, but you talk way too fucking much sometimes. she just loves cat. No, she talks in like a weird.
The cat is hissing at me, Miss Rosaria. I'm scared.
Fucking medieval time shit, and it's hard to read.
You should probably give him some space. Get too close and all that swatting might catch you in the face.
Oh no, seems like Valerina has run into some more cat-sized trouble.
Something almost dignified about it.
Honorary Knight, Cat Whisperer. This big cat just barged in here after Snowball. He must have spotted her when she went out for a walk and followed her all the way back here.
Easy, easy. No one's going to hurt you here. All those evil things, all those bad people who forced you to do whatever it took to survive, they can't find you here. You're safe within these walls. You're surrounded by good people now. Their constant hovering might get a little annoying, but it's all for your own good. Just relax. A life of leisure isn't a bad thing, you know. You just have to get used to it.
He understood all that?
Apparently.
Looks like it worked. Smart cat.
Whoa, this cat is way bigger than the others. His coloring looks like fresh squeezed Buford. Ew! Huh? Looks like there's some sort of design on it. Oh, it's the symbol of the Knights of Avonius!
He's a knight?
He deserves a name fit for a knight then. He is pretty feisty. How about Sir Pouncelot?
No. I don't like it.
You really do have a way with cats. He looks way more at ease now.
Does it have to be Sir Pouncelot?
Thinks you deserve to take the credit this time. Sir Pouncelot seemed to calm down right after everything you said to him.
You get much better with them,
It
Rosaria.
doesn't matter to me either way. Although, the fact that they're cute doesn't hurt.
Let Paimon show you how to put Sir Pouncelot completely at ease. Paimon just needs to work a bit more of her magic and he'll be as happy as can be.
That. Say that's the end already? Come here, kitty. Man, he's so big. Do you like your tail being touched? You do not. That was a cute animation though.
You better be on your best behavior from now on, okay? Don't go causing trouble now. Paimon knows you're a sweet, happy little cat. You'll get along with everyone just fine.
He's so adorable. I just want to scratch his head and pinch his little cheeks.
He does have a certain endearing quality about him. When he's not causing trouble, that is. I wonder how he got that injury around his eye.
The traces of restorative potion indicate that Sir Pouncelot should be in the vicinity.
Albedo?
Oh, it's the traveler Paimon and Sister Rosaria. And you must be an adventurer. I don't believe we've met. It appears Sir Pouncelot has taken quite the liking to you.
Albedo! It's been such a long time! It's super great to see you. But are you sure you're in the right place?
I'm assuming the captain of the investigation team is here for some important reason?
Captain? He's a captain of the Knights of Favonius? An important officer just showed up without warning. And I don't even have any refreshments or snacks to offer.
It's been a week, Valerina.
Please, allow me to explain, sir. I assure you, this shelter is operating under a legitimate business license. All proper procedures have been followed.
Yeah. Assuming that Albedo has arrived to investigate our business, Valerina frequently searches for the relevant documents while explaining the purpose of the shelter. Valerina appears intimidated by the identity of the visitor, unaware that the investigation team doesn't handle such inspections.
There's no need to worry. I was simply in the area helping my team address a small issue. Namely, the location of this cat right here. Not too long ago, Interim Team Feline Treatment Case Number 3, Sir Pouncelot, knocked out the weapons officer who was watching over him. He then fled and disappeared into the city.
Knocked out the weapons officer? He was being watched over by a human, and he somehow knocked out the human.
We knew we had to recover him as fast as possible. The cat belongs to the investigation team, and even bears the insignia of the Knights of Favonius. If he were to wreak havoc across the city, well, that would hardly be a welcome result for any party involved.
You're saying Sir Pouncelot is capable of knocking out a knight? And what's with all those official-sounding titles you added to his name? Interim treatment case something or other? Is there something else you're not telling us?
Well, I suppose I should explain. 2 months ago, Sir Pouncelot got lost in the wild and accidentally ingested whopperflower nectar. Due to certain effects that are not entirely understood as of yet, the nectar caused him to triple in size.
Triple? Even regular-sized cats can get pretty bold when they're upset. A cat triple the size? Oh, Paimon bets even a hilichurl wouldn't be enough to scare off a cat like that.
So that's what happened. No wonder he was so anxious. For cats, or really any animal that lives in the wild, a larger size doesn't exactly confer many advantages.
He's so big.
What it actually does is make their appearance more noticeable and their movements less nimble. Which in turn means living in perpetual danger of exposing themselves to attacks from predators. In other words, it means living in a constant state of fear.
Exactly. When Sir Pouncelot stumbled upon our encampment, he looked quite worse for wear. His entire body was riddled with scars, and he appeared exceptionally anxious.
That's awful. I guess he had a good reason for all that swatting earlier then. If all that had happened to me, I would be afraid of new people and strange animals too.
You don't need to worry too much. The problem has already been solved. I administered a restorative potion to eliminate the alchemical effects of the whopper flower nectar and help him return to a normal size. Although he still might appear a bit larger than the average cat, his current size at least should pose no more threat to his quality of life. While in our care, various knights have been taking turns watching over him. In light of his feisty demeanor, Klee decided to call him Sir Pouncelot. We all thought it was quite fitting. We even made him that little scarf as a testament to his time among our ranks.
Whoa, Klee and Paimon were totally on the same wavelength with this one! We thought of the exact same name! Great minds really do think alike.
I still don't like the name.
Sir Pouncelot's extreme level of anxiety and caution around people may be a result of residual trauma from the time of his transformation. You could say he was less than friendly towards the weapons and signals officers on our team. Klee wasn't around that much to entertain him either. However, it appears Sir Pouncelot has taken quite the liking to you. The knights on my team would never have imagined that he could warm up to people like this.
Well, they are our dear cat saviors after all. The famed honorary knight and Paimon the cat whisperer. No matter how feisty or frightening the cat, after a few minutes with the traveler and Paimon, they'll be as sweet as can be.
If that's the case, then I have a question for you both. Would you be willing to adopt Sir Pouncelot?
Yes, I will.
Wait, really? But doesn't he belong to your team?
Well, we did take him in, but it was simply out of necessity. We were always planning to find him a permanent home after his condition became more stable. The investigation team is no place for a pet, and we are a combat unit after all. Any knight he got close to would have to go on assignment eventually. It's hardly appropriate to just leave him at camp, and bringing him on our missions would only frighten him further.
All good points. He's been through quite the ordeal already. For a creature like that, it's best to keep him away from potential triggers. That way he can slowly recover in peace.
We could set up a nice cozy little home for him in the Serenity Pot. It has everything he could want, and most importantly, no monsters.
Awesome. Welcome to your new home, Sir Pouncelot.
Thank you so much, Albedo.
I wasn't expecting Albedo to be here.
Oh, no need to thank me. If you find yourselves with some time on your hands, maybe you can bring him by the encampment sometime. I'm sure my fellow knights would love a chance to see his calmer side.
That was so touching! I can't believe I got to witness such a special moment! I do believe this counts as the Furball Fortress's...
Hey, my veil is not a handkerchief.
It appears you enjoy interacting with small animals, Sister Rosaria. I must admit, I find that a bit surprising.
Paimon can also sense that you're an animal lover, Rosaria. You definitely have a way with cats. You just haven't realized it yet. After all, it's not a side of you that comes out very often. Snowball warmed up to you right from the start, and you were the one that helped Sir Pouncelot calm down back there.
Oh, I didn't really do anything though. I was just there.
Ah, I've got it! I've learned so many useful tips from our dear cat saviors recently. I've decided to extend the shelter's trial period for a bit in order to go over what I've learned. With some effort, I hope I can be a cat whisperer too one day. For now, though, I'll settle for Cat Whisperer in training. When I open for good, what do you say we run the shelter together, Miss Rosaria? With the two of us, we could rescue every stray in Mondstadt.
The sister and the Whisperer working together. Almost sounds like it was meant to be.
Oh, well, this errand hasn't proved to be too troublesome. It's light on work and stress. I suppose I wouldn't be opposed to your suggestion.
I don't know much about rescuing stray animals, but this seems to be quite the milestone. Allow me to offer my congratulations. If my fellow knights run into any strays, I'll be sure to tell them to send them your way.
Thank you, thank you, thank you! I really can't thank you all enough for your support. Don't worry, there's a generous reward in store for each and every one of you. The trial phase of the Furball Fortress could not have been more successful. When we open for good, you all simply must come to the opening ceremony. We'll cut the ribbon together.
Now that's what Paimon calls a successful commission. Rewarding in more ways than one. Mora, a sense of accomplishment, and of course, our special friend Sir Pouncelot! Talk about a win-win-win! Paimon can't wait for the Furball Fortress to open for good.
That was cute. Alright. Alright. I wanted to finish that event before I left for my vacation, so with that done, I will see you guys later. Bye-bye.